your boy Blastphamoushd, and today we are here to check out apparently the new huge trend on YouTube, documentaries. And right now, the king of documentaries is Shane Dawson. I've been watching this guy for years, love his stuff. That being said, if you guys want to watch the original video, the link is in the description down below. Make sure to go check out and subscribe to Shane Dawson. Let go. This video contains a discussion of personality disorders and is meant for entertainment purposes only. Please do not self-diagnose, okay?
I feel trapped in the mind of Jake Paul. And I want to get out. So do I jump into the mind of Logan?
Only undone like 5 documentaries so far, at least the ones I've seen, already going crazy. Bruh.
So, okay, I wanted to like jump in and do an update and also a disclaimer and also an apology. That's a lot.
I gotta go.
I do actually want to apologize because there was some backlash and people feeling offended and feeling like I was making a horror movie out of an illness or disorder. And I 100% understand. I think I got carried away with the whole like, ooh, I can make this scary. I love editing scary stuff and I didn't completely think it through and like to treat a person like a scary monster is like not cool and I shouldn't have done that. So apologize for that, genuinely. Another thing I saw was people saying it's insensitive that you are like trying to diagnose Jake without him knowing. The truth is he knew the whole time.
Did Shane tell you what it is really about? Yes, he did. He told me before the series started what it was really about. I was like, yeah, bro, like go for it. Like let's do it.
In episode 1, I said, do I think he's a sociopath? I don't know. I do want to sit down with like a professional to get their opinion on that. And I told him I'm going to do that, but I cut it out. And the reason I cut that out was because I was like, oh no, I want to be like more mysterious, which I shouldn't have done. There are things he doesn't know.
This is definitely like new territory for us. Like,
so that's what's happening. Jake is coming. You'll be in episode 5. Today's episode is about his family. Now, this is the disclaimer part. His mom. I know she's not loving this series and she's taking it kind of hard, and I understand. 100%. It's her son, it's her family. It's like, these are real people, right? These aren't just characters in a YouTube video. These are actual real people. And after learning so much more throughout the last month and a half, now I understand why the mom makes videos the way she does. And you're gonna see some of her videos today and you're gonna be like, oh, it's not great. But then when you find out why, it just kind of makes sense. And now I feel kind of bad.
She is probably the only person other than me who can really get through to him about most things.
So I don't want like a bunch of people to go hate on Jake's mom. Like, I just don't want that. She doesn't deserve that, and you'll see why. But speaking of the family, so this is where it gets...
Bruh, doing these documentaries in general has to be the roughest thing in the world.
interesting. I talked to Logan. I've been afraid of Logan this whole time.
And that's a fact! That's truth, guys. That's how life works.
I didn't want to go into this like trying to expose Logan or talk about Logan. It was about Jake. But then the more I fell down the holes and the more I realized and researched and the more I learned about sociopaths and the more I learned from Jake personally and people in his family and people that talk about Logan.
I'm really nervous, guys. Like, it's my first big scene in my first big Hollywood movie. I just want to, I'm just kidding, yo, I'm freaking out. This is what I was born to do, bro.
The more I was like, I can't not talk about this because it's Jake's brother and they were raised by the same people. Like, this is connected. I never talked to Logan directly and said, hey, just letting you know I'm doing this. Because everybody said I didn't have to. Everybody's like, he's not gonna care. He didn't care about filming a dead body. Why would he care about what Shane Dawson's doing on YouTube? Like, that was how my brain worked.
I would hit dude up, you know what I mean? I would just let him know, like, yo, just to let you know what's coming out. It don't look good, but I just want to tell you, you know, man to man.
So he tweeted, I'm gonna make a response video to Shane's series. And I had a fucking panic attack and started freaking out, so I DM'd him. And he said I can share these, so I'm gonna share them. Okay. This is a lot. I said, sorry if you were offended that I kind of insinuated maybe you were a sociopath. And then he responded with, Yo, dog. Sorry.
Was it D-A-W-G?
No, it was just dog.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, we stand. I am like oh my god, this is so weird. What is this?
I gave up on answering that question a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, dog. I think what you're creating is fucking incredible, in all caps.
Oh, nice.
I know you're a good guy with good intentions. I just feel like the audience might be slightly ignorantly misled, and I want to address a couple of those things. I trust you. And I was like, whoa. First of all, thank you. Wait, so do you think you might be a sociopath? There was a couple things I didn't read in that message that kind of seemed like it. I was like, do you think you're a sociopath? Or like, what do you mean? And then he said, I'm on the sociopath spectrum. Okay.
Anybody who gets up in front of people and performs, you have to have a bit of sociopath in you, bro. Can you imagine Dave Chappelle getting up on stage to tell his jokes, right? And comedy is one of those things where you're gonna have to say some outlandish stuff. Can you imagine him getting up on stage, telling one of his jokes, one of the audience members being like, boo, I don't like that. And he takes that person's opinion into consideration and starts freaking out, gets so nervous he can't do the rest of his set. I got some sociopathic tendencies as well. If you're truly as much of an entertainer as you say you are on the sociopathic, spectrum. You feel me? Like that's just how it works.
I never lose.
So I'm not a therapist, and Katie's not around, so I don't know what all this means, but I'm gonna kind of go over it. He said, I'm on the sociopathic spectrum. I wouldn't say I'm a sociopath, but I would absolutely say I have sociopathic tendencies. And at the beginning of the year, I was at a place in my life where they got the best of me and they consumed me, which is when it gets dangerous, obviously. Life is more complex than he's a sociopath or he's not. Jake, for example, definitely has tendencies, as we all do. Which is interesting, as we all do. But he's also nice and empathetic as and at random times and off camera, he's so nice for no reason, like feeding the homeless. This is a trait he's had that I've always envied. Which I thought was kind of interesting.
That's so wild to have the emotion of envy about somebody having other emotions like that.
Right.
That almost doesn't make any sense, but I guess it kind of does.
It's right. It's complicated, right? I said, do you feel empathy? Because if you feel empathy, then you're not a full sociopath. He said, of course I feel empathy. The level at which I feel it differs for each topic or subject, though. And then I was like, if you want to talk to me in person for the series, like, I'll like let you take control of that conversation, because I'm actually very curious. I've never heard somebody admit that they have sociopathic tendencies. That is fascinating.
Oh snap, I admit that all the time. I got tendencies, baby. Okay, it's not a lot of them, but they still there. I don't know, man. Maybe it's my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in places where you can't care about everybody. That's real.
Right? And I don't know if he's manipulating me or if he's like, I don't really know, but I have to respect him for saying that and for being like okay with me saying that he said that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen videos of Logan like at funerals, right? He's talked about this. He doesn't cry at funerals. He vlogged it at a funeral.
Everyone is gonna die. And I'm sorry, like I hate to be the one to break it to you, but death is going to happen. It's inescapable.
So he didn't have empathy in that situation. But
How are you at the funeral and you ain't got empathy? Really? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff he could have been doing rather than going to that funeral. I don't cry at funerals really either. Where I'm from, you have to learn to shut emotions off at the drop of a hat. And because if you can't, then you can get did in. That is how I was able to get out of the situation that happened to me like 5 months ago, where I got ran up on by 5 dudes in cars with guns and almost got shot up because I called a pretty girl ugly to her face because she told people I hit her, which I didn't. I wish I had. Well, no, actually I don't. Link in the description down below if you guys want to watch the animated story of that situation. I can assure you I dumbed it down.
is that his fault? No. If he has sociopathic tendencies.
And I think you're emotionally, you can say I'm full of shit if you want.
You're not, I know what you're gonna say.
You know, emotionally you're just not connected to death the way I am, for example.
I think he is right. I shouldn't be pointing a finger and being like, you might be a sociopath, because that's fucked up, and I was wrong for doing that. But I'm really fucking excited about this new chapter, because like this is a shit I'm interested in. Like, whoa. Logan Paul just said he has sociopathic tendencies. Logan Paul just admitted to that. And I like that because it makes sense.
Yeah.
If he would have just said that from the beginning and said like, dude, I have sociopathic tendencies. I was raised a certain way that made this happen, trauma, whatever, and like, I don't have an empathy switch.
With me, it's trauma, bunch of trauma. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even gonna get into all the stuff that I've seen or been around or had happened to me or any of that. I'm not gonna get into none of that. Not no crazy stuff like nobody played with my anus or nothing. You know what I mean? Like no crazy traumatic type stuff. But, you know what I mean? Just a bunch of life and death situations, man. Being taken away from my family at a young age and, you know, foster homes and, you know what I mean? Always getting jumped and, you know, beat up and, you know what I mean? People go, oh, you're smart? Well, now I gotta beat you up. Like, you know what I mean? And then having them do it in front of people. I'm gonna share all that stuff in a different video. I'm about to do a draw my life. That's what y'all need.
Switch or something. Sometimes it doesn't turn on. And it didn't turn on. And it's a f***ing disorder. I think everybody would have been like, huh.
Yeah.
Right? If it's 1 in 25 people, there's a lot of people hiding out there who are afraid to admit that they have tendencies like that. I guess they're not afraid. I don't know, it's confusing.
Maybe there's more than we think where, you know, there's a quote-unquote sociopath who's not dangerous or evil. Then it's like, okay, then that's like an exception, I guess. It's wild.
And then the last point I want to make is that we are not all abusive monsters or serial killers. A lot of us are just completely written off as abusive.
And that's what Logan said in his first DM to me, that he said, I think people are getting confused and thinking sociopath and psychopath are the same thing, and they're not. He's like, I am not a psychopath. He's like, I'm not a sociopath, I just have tendencies. But I'm not a psychopath for sure. And a psychopath is somebody that was born that way. It's in their brain. A sociopath is made.
You guys saw it. My family is so lighthearted, and although we did get serious and we did mourn, what today was a celebration. Sometimes you might feel things, which I think are okay as an actor. Like, I'm feeling emotions. It's a good thing.
Are we gonna fucking do an interview with Logan? Ooh.
What even is that conversation?
Iconic.
I know.
Logan Paul being like, yeah, I have tendencies.
Oh no.
I mean, just being, because I want to talk to somebody that
Oh,
really
man.
is like, it's not my
Oh yeah, oh man, you've been wanting to talk to a person with sociopath tendencies. If it just happens to be Logan.
Whoa.
Oh man.
What the heck are you doing?
Ready? Here we go.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's how we do it. Now I challenge all the Jake Paulers to do it.
Yo, I can
No, no. Please don't stick your fingers in rat traps, people. I can assure you, your finger will get snapped by a rat trap if you do that.
as cool as my dad. I'm never gonna be as cool as him.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, what are you doing? Dude, I've been tased before. It doesn't affect me.
What?
Oh, maybe if I go to his channel and search like oldest videos.
Oh yeah.
Jake Paul daily life 1.
Bro, I need to get me one of them. I ain't even know you could remote control a remote control. We gonna edit that out. I don't think that sounded good.
Okay. Not much has changed.
See the red light? I'm running it. Getting that tan on though. Swag, 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 swag. Hashtag tool, swag, swag. Why are you always trying to jump out the window? Don't jump. No, don't jump.
Telling the dog not to jump out the window. That's good.
Actually, if you jump, you can actually land in the pool. So if you want to jump, go ahead and jump. Just go ahead and jump. Do it, come on. Jump. Jump in the pool. 2 seconds ago. This is my bait catcher. This is how I catch bait. Let's go. I'm pregnant.
The first video you clicked on there.
Not great. Let's see how it ended.
Get him! Put him in there! Put him in! Come on! Put him in the water! Put him in! Put him in! Put him in!
Sorry. Am I hurting anyone?
Yes. Sorry. Property.
I can assure you, if people have a problem with the way his vlogs is, they gonna hate mine.
What's up, guys? So that's the end of vlog day number 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm super tired. Good night.
It's Jake Paul! Jake Paul!
So, it's always been kind of the worst. Listen, all I saw was, you know, breaking the law, telling an animal to kill themselves.
Jump in the pool.
Telling your dog to jump in the pool out of a window is telling your dog to kill himself. Oh, jeez.
Telling your friends to beat each other up.
Come on! Put him in!
Laughing at a security guard.
Am I hurting anyone?
Yes.
Saying you're gonna catch a girl with a net.
Damn it.
How else are you supposed to get women?
Anything else? No dead body.
True. Have you ever been around somebody like that? Like,
I don't think we're gonna be friends. Like, I don't think we're gonna, like, hang out.
right.
I don't,
Why not? Sorry.
I wanna cancel this. Is it too late?
I love how he zoomed in on the cat, like the cat was inputting his opinion as well.
I have hope. I still have hope.
For
this
what?
Is gonna be fine. I don't know. Okay. So, I feel like something I haven't done yet is look into Jake's parents. Getting to know the parents will help me understand the child and why Jake is the way he is. Usually, I would just meet them, but luckily, both his parents are on YouTube. So this is the dad. I have like no idea what to expect. I've heard weird things about the dad, but I've never
I've
actually
definitely
seen
heard stuff, yeah. Like on Phil DeFranco and Keemstar.
But Deji said that Jake Paul and Logan Paul's father, Greg Paul, he attacked a fan at the press conference.
The haters will never, ever have an effect on the Paul family. We all make mistakes. Dr. Phil even said, hey, Logan's a good kid. GP's out.
Right.
I don't know.
Alright. I mean, I'm not going to judge yet because I literally have not seen him.
What's this video called?
This is called... Oh, sorry. This video is called Logan Paul's Dad is Extremely Creepy. Alright. I'll judge for myself.
In light of recent events regarding Logan Paul filming a dead guy, left me with a couple of questions that I'd like answered. The most important question being, why is Logan Paul Logan Paul? I got to thinking about that the past couple of days, and I came to the conclusion it 100% has everything to do with parenting. And that's what happened here. So, whose nuts did Jake Paul and Logan Paul come from?
So that's like me taking in a mistake that you made, or anyone's made, because we've all made mistakes. I've done stupid crap and somehow aren't in jail for it. You know what I'm saying? How else do you know not to do stupid stuff? Is by doing it and realizing that was stupid. I'm not gonna do that anymore.
All right. The culprit here is none other than Vlog Dad Greg Paul.
Yo, what's happening, folks?
And if you think this is cringy, we're just getting started. Ohio workout routine, savages only.
Now my dad is like, yo,
Yeah.
Number one thing that they talk about.
Oh, wait, there's like news about the dad?
Where?
Wait, there's like news?
Nick Crumpton reveals Jake Paul's dad abused Team 10 members and employees. Greg Paul, the dad of Jake and Logan Paul, has reportedly completely taken over Jake and Logan's businesses. People had an issue with being verbally abused, watching their coworkers be fired around them, and not being kept in the loop. Apparently, Greg Paul doesn't know how to act. He calls people and derogatory terms at work. If that's true, then that definitely counts as verbal abuse, and we'll have to wait.
Okay. I want to talk to Nick about that. Let's see if he wants to talk about it. Which one should I click on? My ears are crooked, or I stole Jake's diamond ladybug?
What is this? What channel is it?
This is Vlog Dad.
Is that him? Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
Calm down! Apollo! Apollo, calm down! Apollo! Calm down!
Who did that? Which one did that?
You guys like my new shirt? Half and half.
What happened?
Dad is vlogging, and in the background, the dog is barking, and the girl's holding it, and then Jake and Logan are trying to tell the dog to be quiet, and then Logan grabs a plate and smashes it right in front of the dog.
Really?
And it's like, be quiet, like it's like a joke. And the dad's just like, watching.
Like my new shirt.
You guys like my new shirt?
It's not like they kicked the dog or something, right? But like the fact that they broke a plate that close to a dog.
Did it on camera.
And it's on.
Come on, son! I like shame! It just doesn't make sense to scrutinize somebody over what they do in their vids to entertain their fans. He broke a plate! He ain't break a plate on the dog!
On camera, and the dad, and nobody's acting like it's crazy. It's weird,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
I mean, it was Logan that did it. Not to stick up for Jake, but Jake was like just.
If that's the case, then he had to make a video about Liza Kashi's ex-boyfriend. They break plates. You know what I mean? They do all types of crazy stuff in their vlogs. Are they sociopathic?
Just kind of watching.
Calm down.
It's okay, buddy.
Like, that's next level. What are you looking at?
He took his shirt off, hook up on the sexual with his son.
They're exploiting a little bit.
That's a little weird, right? Okay. I'm gonna hold my thoughts until I see more from Mom. Are they together?
I don't think so. I've never seen them like in the same place.
Oh wow, Mom's not even in Dad's other channels. That's a messy divorce. You know, put her in your box, bro.
What?
I'm trying to make a joke. Jake Paul's mom.
Old insurance kinda sucks, but Lemonade is different. When you pay us, we take a small flat.
God, is that her son naked?
Where?
In the ziplining one? Like a sensor bar?
Whoa. Literally. What is this? Literally, what is going on? This is like too confusing to even understand.
I'm gonna give everything a benefit of a doubt until I meet all these people. What I hope is going on is the mom has no fucking idea what's happening. And neither does the dad, and they're just vlogging, and then maybe somebody's making their thumbnails and titles.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. What do I click on? Because, oh, okay, with eggplant.
Wait, what?
Oh, with eggplant. TMI with Logan and the eggplant. Oh.
Literally.
I hate this. Do I click on the hero or her talking about her son's dick? That's what it is.
I don't know.
I'll start with the TMI. That was epic. I'm not gonna, I mean, let's just keep it real. Fucking whoa, Transformers shook. So far, I'm in.
So today, I decided, since there's not a lot going on, to watch Logan's vlog. I just had to comment and get involved.
Shake your parents' hand, which I liked as a young.
What do you mean? That's Greg's fault. Greg should have taught Logan to walk up to the door and shake parents' hands. That's the boy's job. I mean, the dad's job to teach the boy. Greg didn't do that either, though. Wow.
What
was she just like dissing?
Oh
her
yeah.
ex-husband? Like feud.
Well, that not only was a feud, but that was like kind of telling. He didn't do that either. What does that even mean?
Now I don't even feel bad about getting involved in family drama because they literally are doing it. They're having family drama in their vlogs. Like,
Literally, yeah.
Why did Dad beat my ass when I was growing up? Did I beat your ass? You would you f***ing up, dude?
Oh, dude.
Does Vlog Mom reveal who she likes better, Logan or Jake?
He's like using that's as clickbait.
Good afternoon, Pamela. How are you? I just
in the Suicide Board. Sorry. It's just like I saw Logan's video. It did pretty good.
Oh.
Anyways, here's my Q&A.
Is that going to the? Are you gonna keep doing the video?
Hey man, I have to say a joke or else I'm going to have a breakdown.
Bruh.
Okay.
hi to the family.
What?
Say hi to the family.
Jake's in it.
What's that?
Look at it, you guys. Goofing with me.
What is it?
Are you vlogging?
What's that?
I'm so excited. Look what came. Look.
Oh, is it the necklace?
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
Yes, I got you.
I know, so I didn't open it yet.
Oh, you're opening it on your vlog.
I'm opening it on my vlog. With you on the phone.
Okay.
Look at the mess it's making.
I'm glad that we can have real connections now.
I think as a society, we would all be like, oh, that's so fucking sad. Oh, that's so sad for Justin Bieber, right? I think everybody would feel that way. It would be like a news story, it would be on TMZ, it would be like a thing.
Yeah.
Because Jake is hateable and fun to hate, it's like nobody's talking about this.
Because it's on YouTube. Because Justin Bieber's not really a YouTuber.
Right.
But in the YouTube world, everybody's a character, so it's not like they're real people.
She's using his high school photos as a thumbnail. Like imagine going on YouTube and seeing that your mom is your high school photos.
Oh man.
Right.
Whoa. When you put it like that. Because that just seems so like...
Rio. So if you guys want to hear the stories of me getting jumped and some of the other crazy crap that's happened to me in my life animated, the link is in the description down below. My battery's about to die. If you guys want to watch the rest of the video, the link's gonna be in the description down below. Make sure to go check him out over on Shane's channel. Make sure to subscribe to him. Here's your boy Blastphamoushd. Twisms.